Steve, we got a big week at USC. We got an even bigger weekend coming up. And the Trojans, just in general, when it comes to recruiting, maybe they're the story of the offseason. So, Steve, what's the latest on USC recruiting?
Well, obviously, they sit at number two in the On3 industry recruiting rankings with a terrific chance to finish number one. And it's another week where they host elite targets. And it started coming into the weekend with Luke Wafel, the number five edge rusher in the country, the number one player in New Jersey. I think he's as ready made to play college football as there's a prospect in this 2026 class. He's 6'6". He's 251 pounds. He's very disruptive, unique wingspan, hand size. He checks all the boxes. USC came into this visit trailing Penn State, Ohio State, and Texas. But I think it was an experience that we see thrust them into the lead group with a great chance to get an official visit this summer and really battle the Longhorns, Nittany Lions, and Buckeyes for Luke Wafel. He loved being around the coaching staff, the one-on-one with Lincoln Riley, time spent with defensive coordinator Deontin Lynn. It was alumni day on campus. There were a bunch of recruits. There were over 150 former players. They felt the energy. They loved the trajectory of USC's program. I'm keeping an eye on USC moving forward for Luke Wafel. They've already hosted some top targets this week. Calvin Russell's the number five receiver in the country from South Florida. Miami, Syracuse, Georgia, some of the other front runners for him. Kenneth Goodwin's a linebacker from Inglewood that's been on campus a few times this spring. He was recently offered. He maintains Georgia's his favorite, but I'm keeping an eye on USC for him. I logged a new prediction for the Trojans this week. Tight end Luke Sorensen from Anaheim Servite. He's made a couple visits to USC this week. He's going to be at A&M this weekend, but USC picking up some steam in that recruitment. On Thursday, today as we record, Matter Day, linebacker target Sean Scott expected on campus. The number one recruit in Washington, four-star defensive end Derek Coleman-Brusa comes back. Derek Coleman-Brusa, that is a big-time blue-chip battle. He just had a really good visit to Ohio State. Oregon, UCLA, and Washington are in play. He will be back at USC for an official visit this summer. He is another kind of in the similar mold of Luke Wafel, just a ferocious, high upside body type that would certainly help USC get where they're trying to go as a program. The big weekend on tap includes one of their most coveted offensive line prospects, the number six offensive tackle in the land per the On3 industry, Keeney Pepe. Seems like USC starting to get some momentum in this recruitment. They also will host four-star Brett Collegier and Cannon Smith. It's a return visit for Cannon Smith. One more name to mention in the 2026 class is James Scott. He's a tight end receiver hybrid from the Lone Star State that USC recently offered. TCU's his leader, but A&M, LSU, and the Trojans coming on strong.